You're listening to The Manning Report with your host, James David Manning. The news behind the headlines.
This past Friday, Pete Buttigieg, mayor of South Bend, Indiana, and presidential candidate in the Democratic ticket, was here in Harlem, ATLAH, just 3 blocks from where I presently sit, at the world-famous Sylvia's restaurant. He had been invited there by Sharpton, and they had a lunch there. Then outside Sylvia's restaurant here on Lenox Avenue in Harlem, Buttigieg came before the microphone. It was just 3 blocks from where I presently sit. That's how close they were. And one of the reporters asked Buttigieg about a sexual assault charge that had been leveled against him by a young man who said that Buttigieg sexually assaulted him. But I noticed that Al, who is quite a promoter of stuff, put a bottle of hot sauce on the table. I don't see any food, but hot sauce and salt, which is said, you know, we're in Negro country. I guess that's what that means. But if you can look at the cache of cameras outside, now Buttigieg is going to go outside in just a moment, and he's going to stand before all these cameras. They're going to ask him about the smear that's put, or at least a sexual assault statement that was leveled against him this week as well by one of his former associates or persons. And it appears that this sexual assault against Buttigieg, it was another man, by the way. Buttigieg is a man. The man the person that says Buttigieg sexually assaulted is also a man, and it was promoted by this radio station and another right-wing broadcast channel who got together out of Washington State and put together, had the young man sign a letter stating the details of what took place with the sexual assault that Buttigieg leveled against him. Now, Buttigieg, who had been running high in the polls, he even went past Beto O'Rourke. At one point in time, he was number 3 behind Sanders, Bernie Sanders rather. And so this sexual assault hit like a bomb. And Buttigieg handled it by saying, well, you know, you rise in popularity and people start dredging up things against you. And then after being at Sylvia's and after having this sexual assault leveled against him, and I don't know what I don't know whether Buttigieg actually sexually assaulted the guy, because the fellow's now recanted it. He's now said it didn't happen, I lied or I misspoke or whatever it is. And a number of people are saying, well, the young man is saying that because his parents are telling him to retract it. But the radio broadcast and the news service that put the story out got a signed statement from Buttigieg, from the person that said he was assaulted by Buttigieg. Well, we'll discover later on exactly what did take place. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.